Hello, this is Joshua for Frost Dragon Designs, and today I'd like to talk to you about my Emerald Cleric hard enamel pin. Every month in 2023, I released a new standalone RPG cat through my website. The 12th and final design is the Emerald Cleric. Now let's get into the design. So this is the third of my Winged Kitties Wielding Crystal Weapons designs for my Black Cat RPG universe. The whole thing got started in Series 4 when one of my backers commissioned a custom kitty, and it ended up being a winged kitty by their request. And I ended up, instead of it just being a regular bow and arrow, I put forth the idea of maybe it was an amethyst crystal bow. I know it doesn't make sense, but it looks really nice. And so then, after some time and some conversation with that particular backer, I ended up designing the Diamond Rogue, which I also released through the once a month thing for 2023. And then one day, as I'm scrolling through Instagram, I see someone who is showing off a beautiful emerald that they had recently cut and polished. I'm not a lapidary. I don't understand all of the math and science behind it, but emeralds are often cut in what is called an emerald cut, and they often have these beautiful long facets. And as I'm looking at it, I'm like, this looks like it would be like a cool tower shield. And I had just come off of doing the other crystal kitty, and I was like, I wonder if I could do one that had a giant emerald shield. I mean, in real life, yes, it'd be super heavy. So hand wave magic, it's make believe. It was just a fun idea, and I decided to go ahead and give it a try. I didn't really have a good sketch for this. I pretty much just had the idea, so I didn't have a pose. That's why you see in the beginning of this video, I'm really moving the arms and legs around. I'm, trying the shield on the left and on the right, trying to figure out what looks good. To help me visualize it better, I just brought in a copy of the wings that I had made for the Diamond Rogue. And then at one point you'll see I try to create a new original set of wings for this specific design, but then I end up falling back to the wings that I had copied off of the Diamond Rogue just because they looked really good. I mean, obviously I changed the colors, but the overall design of them fit this character very well, so I ended up keeping them. But this design as a whole just had a lot of exploration in it as I was working. I didn't know whether this character would have a helmet or that they ended up with a hood. It was just a lot of fun to work on this because there was no particular need for it to look a certain way. There wasn't a specific client whose requests I was trying to accommodate, which that's not a problem. It's just an additional thing. In this sense, it was a very freeing project to work on. And I think that those sorts of projects are really important for creators of all types. Doesn't matter whether you're a musician or a writer or a chef, whatever your creative outlet is, it's perfectly fine to do that to earn money. Obviously there's nothing wrong with, being able to feed yourself and your family. So there's, nothing wrong with taking money for doing something that you love, something that you enjoy. Now, what I will say is that it's important to do personal projects, to do projects where the only person who you need to please is yourself. This is one of those projects. If you saw the video I posted last week for the Skyfox Island, that was also one of those projects. I think it's important to kind of intersperse the personal projects along with the ones that are specifically for others. And what I hope you notice is I'm not saying do projects for free, because both this Emerald Kitty and the Skyfox Island pins, while the design process was a personal project for me, I did still turn both of those into products that I sell to people. So I'm not saying you have to do things where you're not being compensated. What I am saying is that occasionally as a creator, it is extremely important to do a project that is for you, to feed your soul, to feed your creativity. When you don't do that, I think that's when people start feeling burnt out. They start feeling like they've sold out. They start having negative associations with whatever their craft is that they once loved. And I think that if people would do more personal projects and reconnect with why they loved that craft to begin with, I think it would help fight against that burnout. So will this particular design end up being really popular? I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out. What I can say is that I really like this design, and I hope that you do too. If you enjoyed watching me create this pin, if you enjoyed hearing me talk about it and the creative process in general, please go ahead, like, and subscribe. I try to release one new video every week, and I would love to have you along for the next one. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day.